G'day there everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Now, one of the big announcements at Microsoft Ignite's conference recently was this new app called Microsoft Loop. Now, Microsoft Loop gives us a flexible canvas with these portable components that move freely across different applications inside of Microsoft 365 that allow groups of people to think and plan and create all together on this flexible canvas. Now, one of the aspects or features that I just mentioned is around these components. Now, they're called loop components, and they are kind of a reincarnation or an extension of something that has been there for a little while, but it's in public preview at the moment, and these are called live components. So we can actually now get a little bit of a taste of what to expect, or some of the functionality to expect with Microsoft Loop already. And we're going to take a look at that now. So let's dive into Microsoft Teams, and you can see here that I'm logged in as Megan, and you can see this little P up the top here means I'm in the public preview ring of Microsoft Teams. Now, down in the bottom in the chat window here, you can see I'm in a chat with Alex, and you can see this little icon here. Now, this is what is called at the moment called live components, but we can probably just change the name here or intersect here with loop components. And you can see there's a number of different live components here that we can use inside of this Teams chat. So let's have a look at the paragraph live component. So I'm going to choose paragraph here, and you can see I can add a title, and I can start typing some text inside of this live component. So what we're going to do here is let's just give this a title. Let's call it live component paragraph, and let's just add some text inside of here. Let's collaborate on this, and let's send this component into this chat. All right, so that's now sending across. Now let's open up Alex's Teams environment here, and you can see here that here is this live component. I can add to this like so. And if I just minimize this a little bit, you can see that in Megan's window here, this pink line, which indicates where Alex is in the conversation. So if we continue on here, you can see that this is live, and I don't even need to send anything. It's just live like so. Now, what we can also do inside of this is we can add more components. So you can see here that I can type the / to insert something else. So let's do the / and you can see here that I can insert tables, dates, task lists, agendas, images, checklists, bulleted lists, numbered lists, and even comments here too. So let's take a look at this task list. So / tasks, and you can see that I'm dynamically here adding a task list. Now I'm logged in as Alex, moving across to Megan's environment here. You can see that this is all dynamic and live. So what I can do here is add this task. Let's assign it to Alex, and we can also set a due date like so. And we can all then collaborate and look at that same task list. Now let's bring Alex's over, and you can see here that I can see where Megan is, and let's now add another task. Let's go item 3, and let's now assign that to Megan. And we won't worry about setting a due date there. Now you can see that we don't have to send anything. So it is, or as I said before, all live and updated and staying in sync. Now let's add some more components here. So / I can do now a checklist, let's say. So that's a little bit different than a task list. So check item 1, 2, and 3. And you can see that we can also interact with these live in the canvas. So you can see I'm logged in as Alex. I'm just going to check this one off. I'll drag this across, and you can see this is live here. I'll check this one off too. All right, let's just keep going. So I'm going to add another component here, / and here we can add a table or a person or a date. Let's have a look at the agenda. So let's pull together, and this could be good for pulling an agenda for obviously a meeting. All right, so let's go topic 1, comma. I'm logged in as Megan, so let's assign this to Alex, and we can then also give it a due date. So let's give it a date, and we'll go there, and we can continue on with the agenda. And when I come back across here to Alex, you can see that I'm now in sync, and I've got all of this content already there for me. So with these live components, you can see some of the functionality that is going to be brought to Microsoft Loop, and part of that Loop canvas as well. Now, the great thing about what Microsoft Loop is going to provide is that we can embed these components inside of different applications. So we could be in a Microsoft Teams chat, we could be in an email, we can embed that in an email as well, and they're all live and in sync. So no matter where we are working on that component, dare I say, in the flow of work, we can have that information all up to date and live, and we don't have to change to a different application. We can just engage with that content and update that content wherever we are working, or wherever that live component is being surfaced from. So there's some great functionality there, and it's going to provide a lot of time saving and collaborative, collaborative nature to these items that we can now send across different applications through Microsoft 365. So these were at the moment called live components, but as we've seen with Microsoft Loop, they will become Loop components and be incorporated into Microsoft Loop. So there we go, just a quick little insight into these live components that will be coming and as part of Microsoft Loop. So I hope that brings you some value, gives you a little bit of an idea of what's coming, and I'll see you in the next episode.